Good afternoon, everyone. As some of you are going to realize, I'm on a side quest. So some of you will figure it out soon. Obviously, this won't get posted until after, but surprise, surprise, someone's back in Florida. So I made the decision to come back home for the next few days. I have our good friend Chief that passed away. We have his funeral and his celebration of life on Saturday, and obviously Friday is the 4th of July. I wasn't going to miss that. Like I told everybody, back when I had found out Chief had passed away unexpectedly, this was a man that, texted me every single day I was out here on the trail. So I felt it was only respectful and something that I was not going to miss. So therefore, I pushed as hard as I could to make sure I could get to Harper's Ferry early. I already had this flight booked. Nobody's really known. Only a very few select people knew I was coming to town. So we have landed in Florida. We are just waiting for our pickup, and we are headed to Ormond Beach. So I'll see some of y'all soon. All right, guys. See you in a bit. Good evening, everyone. Sorry it's been a while for some videos that were posted. Some of you will know, some of you will not, but you will now. So when I posted last week saying welcome to Maryland and on Facebook, and I put a comment on there that I do love a good side quest. So if you remember back when I was getting into Marion, Virginia. It was the first time my mom and dad came to visit me. Sorry, I just blinded everyone. It was right after I found out that, my friend and co-worker from Frank's place, Bob, or Chief as we all know him, had passed away unexpectedly in a motorcycle accident. From that day, I knew, like I had mentioned in that video, because I was having it was a tough time. So Chief had texted me, every single day I was out here. So it was definitely a shock when that happened. I knew right off the bat I was planning on attending his service. I knew with it being military, it was going to take a while. His daughter, she had to come from out of country to attend, so it worked out that it was on the day before the 4th of July, July 3rd. So that's a big reason why I was making the push that I was to get to Harper's Ferry when I could. The only people who knew I was coming into town besides my immediate family were Annette, our friend Charity, who's also really good friends with Bob's wife Stacy. Those three were the only ones besides my personal family, and some of them I didn't tell right away until it got closer. So I didn't tell anybody else. I didn't want it to be a big deal. There was a specific reason I was going. Yes, I wanted to see people, but I wanted to stay focused too. So it was, a surprise. That was the whole point of it. And to be able to be there for Stacy and the family, while they're going through this, especially for the service. So last Tuesday, today is Tuesday as well. So last Tuesday, my parents came, obviously, and met me in Harper's Ferry. They took my backpack for me, so I didn't have to worry about it. I'd gotten a smaller backpack. I took a shuttle with a local guy, Mark Strings. He took me to a hotel I had booked right outside of Dulles Airport. So when I knew I was going to come here, I basically had to open up my map, and I knew I had 23 days to get to where I needed to get to be able to get to fly home. So I basically had to average 15 miles, just under 15 miles a day, which I was already doing anyway, but that was with no days off. That's why I pushed in Shenandoah's to have like some bigger mile days. Doing a few 20s, allowed me to have extra day here and there off. So that's why we made the big push to get here. Last Tuesday, I got a shuttle, like I said, to a hotel right outside of Dulles, and we stayed and flew out first thing 9 a.m. on Wednesday. So Annette picked me up. Everybody still had no idea. So I was able to surprise a lot of people. Thursday, got to go to Chief's military service up in Jacksonville. That was really nice. Under the circumstances, I was glad to make it. And one of our other coworkers who had left, he surprised everyone by coming too. See, the thing is, some people didn't realize, like, Chief was the type that, when I told him what I was planning on doing, he never once tried to talk me out of anything. And not saying anybody ever has. But he helped give me all the reasons why I should do it, and that's he did the same with Nick, when I know Nick talked with him about, about stuff. So, it was really important to us. I mean, he was family. I mean, him and Stacy, we're all family up there. So, I was able to go to the service on Thursday, and then Friday I spent, 4th of July with, my family. My parents were still up here, so, but, with my sister, my nephews, and my son. And then, Saturday we had the celebration of life at Frank's place for Chief, and it was a good turnout, really good turnout. It was a nice time, got to hear, I got to talk with Bob's daughter for a while. That was really good. Talked about the trip that I'm on and everything. So, again, I didn't get to see everybody, and it's unfortunate. A lot of people thought I was back. A lot of people didn't know if I was going back out. Well, I can tell you, we're not in Kansas. So I am officially back at Harper's Ferry. I got in late today, Tuesday. So my flight didn't get in. I got in 6:30, but we had to wait for about an hour. So I just got dropped off at the hotel a little bit ago. My parents are already here, meet me with my backpack. And we are, I'm going to get up in the morning and walk across the Potomac, and I will be in Maryland officially. So I'm going to try to finish Maryland by this weekend. It's not a very long state. And then we're going to be starting on Pennsylvania. Everywhere I went this weekend, everybody asked me, of course, how's it been, blah, blah, blah. You going back, you going the whole way. Again, guys, it's never been about the destination and going the whole way. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. I just know I wasn't ready to stop yet. So that being said, I am heading back out in the morning. So like I said, tonight's Tuesday, so Wednesday morning, I'm going to be heading back out. I talked to some friends this past weekend, and some of them, I heard exactly what I needed to hear. I have been lonely. I have felt like I've been missing some. And, I got that fill. You know, my heart was filled this weekend just with all the love from everybody, you know, with everything, even with all the bad circumstances. It felt really good. So I feel rejuvenated in a way. I know it's going to be rough because I've had a week off. So it's going to be rough going at first, just getting back into it. But I got more to do, you know. I got a little bit further I want to go. Not sure how far. We'll figure it out as we go along. But I just want to give everyone a quick update. Let you know that's the only reason you haven't seen any new videos. It's because I haven't been hiking. I was in Florida. So we are back now, West Virginia. We'll be starting Maryland first thing Wednesday morning. So I'll see you guys all out on the trail. All right.